Just saying.
You don't?
See, you think you're quiet, but we're actually live now. So no swearing,
You are not.
Jody.
You're not quite. Well, I don't know why you would even give them that warning, because we just don't swear at all.
We don't swear much.
Well, not on here. Not in your flipping life.
I know.
Welcome back, everyone. Should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
My name is Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And my name is James Baker.
And this is Mando for Show, which is our weekly watch along show with the Mandalorian. And this week we're gonna watch episode 3, which is called the Heiress. And it's 35 minutes long, so it's a short one this week. Unlike the first week, they're getting shorter. If this trend continues, by the end of the season, it'll be a 2-minute episode. It'll be a webisode.
Yeah. A webisode.
Remember them? Remember they were popular like 20 years ago?
I think they still exist. I'm sorry to bring up Star Trek, but Star Trek still do webisodes.
Oh, do they?
Aye, that's
right.
Discovery. You'll get like between each season, you'll get like maybe 3 or 4 different webisodes. Although they're all put on Netflix over here. It'll be CBS over there.
Yeah, but they used to put them on. Remember when Phantom Menace came out, and they did little kind of behind the scenes things, and they put them up on YouTube or somewhere.
Yes,
but then they put them all on the extras on the DVD. When the DVD came out, were all in the extras, little webisodes.
A wee webisode. Can it be a wee webisode?
They were the best. They were the best bit about Phantom Menace, actually. Well, no, that's not totally true. We know that.
I know.
That's not totally true.
They were certainly the best bit of the Phantom of the Opera.
Those webisodes were not good. No,
they weren't. They were a bit samey after a while. Put your mask on. Take your mask off. Unlike the Mandalorian. There's a bit of controversy about that. I was watching the Overlord DVD guy, and he's got rumours on there. Anyway, so
right, let's get into it.
Shall we begin? So as usual, we're on Disney Plus, and we're at 0000 for the episodes. We're gonna go on go. So I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go we'll press play. So 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. And we'll keep the recap.
Never skip the recap.
Never skip the recap.
Never skip the recap.
Never. I just came up and said never.
I didn't realise her name was the Armourer. I never questioned what her name was.
Oh, really?
Is that really a name, though? I know, just a title. Hello there,
Sure.
Mrs. Armourer.
The Armourer.
Oh, don't be so formal. To which the answer to that is, this is the way.
That was a great episode last week.
I loved it. I really loved it. In many ways, the next one is a part 2 of that episode, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
With the ship limping off.
So this one's directed by Bryce Dallas Howard. This episode.
Oh,
yeah.
See, she did Sanctuary in the previous season.
She's good, man.
I was going to say she's cracking,
really
man. I think I like her a lot.
Yeah.
She's really good.
She's got cool,
solid
episodes.
Cool
stories. She's got cool stories about when her dad went off to meet, all these Star Wars bigwigs years ago in Japan and stuff. And she went as a kid, and she's just had all these amazing. She was part of all these amazing meetings.
So when Ron Howard did Willow,
I think it was. I don't know what it was, but
I think he was mentored. He was mentored by George Lucas, though.
I think he was.
Yeah, because he was in American Graffiti. That's the connection.
That's what he was. So this is the bit that we see in the trailer.
Yeah. So basically, the trailer is the first three movies, the first 3 episodes.
Yeah, because there's nothing more apart from seeing Cara doing Apollo Creed.
Yeah. Oh, I guess there's a speeder bike bit as well.
Got the frog lady.
They're all snoring.
I know. It's cute, isn't it? We were slavering over the Razor Quest model, weren't we? I watched the video for the did you call it Kickstarter thing? Is it not Kickstarter? Is it?
Oh, for the Hasbro. They did a Kickstarter for is it the Hasbro vintage line?
Yeah.
Aye, for the Razor Quest.
Yeah.
Dank Farrick, by the way, was the name of the last episode of our podcast. I don't know if anyone noticed.
Right. That's where it came from. I feel like they see the opening shots. They're quite alien-y.
Yeah.
You know, with like they're really...
The Nostromo, the bit in the bridge scene in the Nostromo where they're looking down on the planet.
How cool does that look?
Yeah.
I know I keep saying this every week, but how good does this look? That looked real.
Everything about
ship
it. What
falling. Looks like
the re-entry
filmed in space. Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Yeah, I don't understand how that little kind of
liquid
canister.
earth too.
I know. I don't know how that canister can remain upright.
Yeah,
First view of Amon Calamari in the show.
Mm-hmm. Ironically, a fisherman.
Yeah, when he's Aaron Tweed sweater.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And his
like
big gaiters.
Yeah.
So is he a fisherman or is he a protector of the fish?
Oh,
he's a gamekeeper.
I thought it was Aquaman.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Enough.
I suppose if we eat land mammals, I guess he could be a fisherman.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
I love this.
This opening scene was amazing. I thought.
I know.
Because you're like, oh, cool, they've done it.
Perfect landing.
Yeah, perfect landing.
Like,
well done, lads.
It's like last week where they put us through all this peril. Like, it can't possibly go even more wrong, or it can't.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, we've landed. Oh, no, we've not.
No. Also, this bit here is just amazing. This crane.
Yeah, that crane.
The ATA, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. You're like, that's amazing.
Look at that. And isn't that a great use for it? It's like, we've got all this military stuff. What can we use it for? I know. Use it as a crane.
And I'm like looking around, seeing what else there's there.
By the way, his ship is gubbed.
I know. By the way, that engine's flooded. By the way,
it's gubbed.
It is absolutely.
You'd think by this time he'd need to think about getting a new ship because this has been through the wars.
Yeah.
Been ripped apart by Jawas. Been ripped apart by snow and
spiders things,
and drowned in water.
So if the
this is a beautiful moment.
A
beautiful moment.
Also, we live in the west coast of Scotland. Does this just not look like any fishing village in the west coast of Scotland?
Absolutely does.
There's a bit. Yep.
You know, obviously there's more alien life in the fishing villages of the west coast of Scotland, but this is pretty accurate.
See, I was me thinking of Big Bosk. Imagine it was Bosk.
It wasn't Bosk.
That'd be wrong though. Bosk is about 7 foot tall, and you'd be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Can you imagine?
And as lizard.
Bosk.
He's probably about 8 foot tall, and she's about 4 foot.
Big gun and all that.
Yeah.
Huge rifle.
Could be like a fetish for him, you know.
A Bobby fetish. By the way, that armor's just the coolest thing. His armor's just amazing. Good. I mean, you kind of just take it for granted. Just so cool.
I've been watching a few 3D printing videos of people making that armor. Really cool, man.
Oh, really?
Really making really good jobs of it. Yeah. Brilliant. Rocket pack and all.
So they're basically going to the SWE now.
Ooh, see? Trailer.
Yeah. Oh, who's that? She's gone.
She's mysteriously disappeared.
This is so cool, with all the nets drying out as well. It's just the attention to detail is just amazing.
And you can't tell what's the volume they call it, and what's real and what's all looks so seamless. I love all these kind of cantina tavern scenes.
I know.
It's so cool. You can tell it's all full of kind of. This one looks quite nice, Benji.
Yeah.
It is.
Having said that, it doesn't mean a right baddie.
Mm.
And there's another Alien reference here, remember?
What one?
Just coming up.
Oh, aye, that's
and
right.
this scene coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty cool.
Have you seen others look like me? He's wearing a mask.
How good is that Mon Calamari puppet head?
Yeah,
or whatever you want to call it. It's just fantastic.
This is the best Star Wars has ever looked. 100%.
Aye.
This is it.
He's wee spoon.
The child's loving it. The child loves all this stuff.
Right.
He's a huge Star Wars fan as well, though.
There we go.
Who is?
The child.
He is just
a face hugger.
I know, totally.
A face hugger. I would not eat that.
No. Just think of every horrible little critter that we shiver at, and he wants to put it in his mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
Somebody was making a point of how everybody's up in arms about him eating the egg of the frog thing. Not one complaint about him eating one of the spiders from the egg.
What is that all about?
Not one complaint about that. Just a cute little frog complaining about that.
Look at this man seeing Mando and the child on a boat. By the way, this whole scene took me by surprise. I thought, these squidheads seem like really good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. It took me totally by surprise.
I know. I was like, what are they doing?
Yeah. Although the bit where he says...
I know. You were going to say it, Jody.
Well, we've never seen Star Wars on sea.
Well, you have a little bit when they go to the planet where they engineer all the Boba Fett's.
Yeah, I know we've seen the Death Star,
scene.
The Death Star bit as well. You could say that as well.
But not like this though. This is different.
Not like this.
This is a different sea scene.
Yeah, this is seafaring rather than. There's a bit on the ocean.
I thought these guys were honest fishermen.
I know.
I didn't realise this was bait.
Shocked at this.
Oh, me too.
Mm.
Do you know they pack so much into these episodes as well?
I know, and he just jumps in head first.
Mm-hmm.
I love
how want his armor, aren't they?
I don't like. I think it's nice. It's a kind of twist. The fact they're not interested in Baby Yoda; they're only interested in the armor, and they use Baby Yoda as bait.
I know, not realizing how much money they probably get from.
Yeah, because they know how much Beskar is, but they don't know how much the child is.
So we nod to Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
the caged.
That's like a rancor.
Mm-hmm.
Or kind of rancor.
Yeah, and also the jail scene as well in Solo.
Aye.
Maybe
that's what I'm thinking of. Always good to see more Mandalorians.
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
These guys are pretty cool. The minute I saw that helmet, I was like, I recognise that.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. Again, people were complaining. I've heard a little bit because, again, it's kind of a side mission, this, but I think I was saying to Sloan and Sunday there, I think these are kind of the starter before we get to the real meat and potatoes of the plot.
Aye, that's fair enough.
His journey.
I don't know, man.
This is the story is the journey type thing.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Yeah, exactly. The journey is the reward.
But the plot's going to, the things are going to happen once he gets to the next bit.
So apparently Pedro Pascal is not happy because he's got to wear a mask all the time. Because he was told that no Mandalorian can remove their mask, and then it turns out that he's actually a member of a cult who believes that, and it's not all the Mandalorians. And he's like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, he's been suppressed for all these years.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
Do you know what I like him? Go on.
That's definitely why they've done that, because I think, we all want to see his face. I think. Sorry, James.
No, do you know what I was going to say? The opposite. I like seeing them. See when the star becomes more than the actual character, because we all just. Well, for me personally, I like to see them. Like if it's Spider-Man, I just want to see them with a mask on most of the time, and a little bit of the face.
Darth Vader.
Well, it's the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger didn't take his mask off.
But okay, in battle, fine. But I think it's humanity. You want to see his eyes at some point and stuff like that. I don't mean he has his mask off all the time. I just mean it'd be nice to have the option. And from an ego point, and from an ego point of his, as an actor, he wants to have his face shown, I suppose.
By the way, how cool is that scene? They scuttle that ship.
Yeah.
It just looks
magic.
So real.
Love it. Love it.
I already feel as if there's been like 45 minutes worth of a movie.
I know, I've lost time.
Do you know what I mean? And then we've still got his kind of wee heist thing to come.
I think you're right. I think this is the best Star Wars has ever been.
Best looking, aye. And the feel to it and everything.
So if the first episode is June, the second episode is Alien. What are we on? Is this the third or the fourth?
Third.
Waterworld.
So what? Do you think this is a Waterworld thing?
I don't think this is a Waterworld homage.
This isn't a Waterworld thing.
No. I bloody hope not. No, it's not.
If anything, it'd be a classic movie. So it's
just a heist.
Death Race.
If the next one's Home Alone, I'm in.
If the next one's Home Alone.
Why not? That'd be cool, actually.
We should also point out that Katie Sackhoff played Bo-Katan in the animated version of the character.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was not aware of it.
Well pointed out. That is Filoni through and through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's like, hey, how would you like to reprise your role in a live-action version of the character?
By the way, it's always the other way around. It's always like, you were in the live action. We're now doing a cartoon. Do you want to voice the character? That's That's the opposite. That's brilliant.
Yep. So she was in there. She was the
That's great.
head of the Mandalorians.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
She was brought up in Star Wars. Her dad was like a huge, big Star Wars fan. And she said that she's always said throughout her entire career that she loves sci-fi, but if she was offered the part of a rock in Star Wars, she would have taken it just so she could be part of the universe. And then she got the part of Bo-Katan. She's like, ooh. And now she's in The Mandalorian. She's like, this is so awesome. She's got the armor and all that kind of stuff. Like, she wanted to get Bo-Katan's got a scar above her right eye, and she wanted that to be in as well. And like the hair had to be right, and the headband, all that kind of stuff.
It's funny because you look at her and you can see if you saw the cartoon side by side, it's her. I didn't realise it was based on her.
Yeah.
You can actually see her scar.
Mm-hmm. You can, yeah.
That looks like one of those rebel ships from The Empire Strikes Back. A little bit.
Yeah, the transport.
The rebel transporter. That's what I thought earlier on, actually.
But it's not. It's an Imperial ship.
Isn't it funny how the Imperials are still on the go? Even obviously they're trying to regroup after. This is set years. Is it 6 years after Return of the Jedi?
Something like that.
Is it 6 years?
Mm-hmm.
It's never conveyed in the program, but I think that's what they say online.
It's funny how Mr. and Mrs. Frog are like, it's all right. We'll look after the child.
No, I know. Well, they don't know that he's pretty hungry for the babies. They're away at the pub. I will leave the child to babysit.
I know, yeah.
Let's go to the
You
pub.
all right to look after him? Our phones are turned on.
Now they're fertilised. Mr. and Mrs. have been hubba.
They've been fertilising.
There'll be some fertilising going on.
That's a cool ship.
A bit of breeding.
It kind of looks a bit like a barracuda.
Mm-hmm.
Not from the back, obviously.
Look at that. That's amazing.
Seamless.
I know.
Always good to see a stormtrooper as well.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
So it makes you want to say, it makes you want to say, Star Wars is back, but it's been back and it's never been as stronger. Like every episode's just amazing.
It's back.
It's back. Aye. That's it. Do you see that stormtrooper go off the windshield?
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you know the theory about the stormtroopers?
No.
So there's billions of them. There has to be billions of them because they're the foot soldiers of the Empire.
Which do you mean?
Well, the one where everything's done on the cheap because they can't afford to, because it's billions of armor, so they make them like really cheap armor. So it's basically plastic, the armor, which is why when the rebels fire at them, they just kills them immediately. It's like a knife takes them out. The armor's garbage, and also the blasters are so low grade that the barrels are not quite in alignment. So that's why they can't shoot properly, is because it's all just cheap crap.
Yeah, I know, but I think we said this before, but in episode 4, A New Hope, as it's now known, I'm saying that as if that's a new thing, but Obi-Wan says, look at the precision of these blaster shots, only stormtroopers could do that.
Only stormtroopers are this accurate.
Yeah.
I know. Well, let's not be consistent, shall we?
I think that theory that they miss everything is because just the heroes win.
Yeah, it's plot armor.
By the way, how good is Titus Welliver?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is this captain, this total...
Yeah.
What's he been in?
He was in Sons of Anarchy and Bosch.
Yes,
right,
Bosch.
okay,
He plays Bosch, yeah.
In Sons of Anarchy and Bosch. That's where I know him from.
Yeah. He's a great choice for a
I know.
officer.
Yeah, I love this guy in the lieutenant as well.
Yeah, they always cut to them. By the way, see, Bryce Dallas Howard seems to be doing a lot of these scenes where it's like long shots really focused in. I really like them. Gives you a real kind of sense of perspective.
Yeah.
That's
a nice action shot as well.
She's a great director.
She is a great director.
This is real good action stuff. Love it.
Nice bit of Predator vision.
Yeah.
A wee montage of handing out the guns.
I love the bit when they think we've got them.
Yeah.
He's good as well.
I know he is. I was going to say a wee bit to the plot where they said, because you think, well, if it's a spaceship, why can't it just go straight up into space? And they're like, no, if you're in the harbour, you need to go across until you get to the edge of the harbour, then you can take off, which helps you. It helps the story along, those wee things when they justify it.
Aye, absolutely. All of them. All of them. Which doors?
I know, that is funny. Isn't there a bit coming up where they say, don't worry, we've got them trapped?
Yeah.
Aye, this is it.
In the cargo control hold.
Where?
Trapped from where? In the cargo control area. Oh, magic. Those two guys who are flying the ship are brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's wicked. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, oh, we are dead. We just know it.
And it's when the officer's he's on to Moff Gideon. He's like, you know what to do. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, you're right though.
You're like, wow. Pretty dark at times, isn't it?
Mm. Comlink.
So cool. Oh, they look cool as
you can buy them, it's a Bluetooth speaker and microphone you can get for your phone. It's an Imperial Comlink.
Oh.
You know, the little cylindrical thing that Bo-Katan's got there.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was going to buy one when I was at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, shut up! When I was at Galaxy's Edge, gosh. All right.
Yeah, for the second time.
Sorry.
Well, I didn't even get in the second time. I was totally gutted. Okay. Whatever.
Oh, gosh. Aye, all right. Boring.
First world problems.
I know. I quite like the to and fro between these two.
Mm-hmm.
She's wanting for something. He feels a bit duped.
Yeah.
Like, hold on a second, I didn't sign up for this. But
do you know what? They're setting up these characters, and I want to see them again. And the same with the Timothy Oliphant characters. You know, the Marshal. I want to see him again as well.
Yes, yeah.
But can he bring them all back? Surely.
Here's Moff Gideon.
Oh no, love it. Brilliant.
Look at the two pilots. They're like, oh no.
This is not, especially the guy on the right.
I know he is. He is the one.
He's sussed it.
Titus is just about holding it together.
I know.
But he knows what's coming. It's inevitable. Those guys
so do they.
A couple of bullets. I know.
Both breathing heavily, the subtitles say.
Oh, I know. Long live the Empire. Oh, there we go.
And then I'll take the controls and
I'll just
nosedive.
So Anime was talking about this episode, and she goes, "Why didn't they just hit the auto destruct?" And I'm like, "Because not every vehicle is going to have an auto destruct. You don't go into a car dealership and they're going, okay, here's your windshield wipers, here's the cruise control auto destruct, and this is how you get to Sirius XM." You're like, whoa, what did you say before that? Cruise control? No, after that, Sirius XM. No, the auto destruct.
Auto destruct.
Yeah. Like, not everything's going to have an auto destruct. So it makes sense just to go. Also, as it tends to happen, auto destruct sequences can be stopped.
Mm-hmm, indeed.
Which is usually what happens when they get to, as Jody said, 007. Before he left.
Look at this, man. Self-sacrificing.
So I know. For a cause he doesn't even believe in.
I know. A bit of slow-mo. I'm surprised there wasn't any more slow-mo.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rocky style, taking a punch to the face slow-mo as him running up the corridor.
That kind of stuff. Not even a thanks.
I know. Look at Titus. It's just a great villain. Just a great
Imperial officer. Faster.
I know.
Come on.
I'm actually trying to remember now. Does he kill himself? Does he chew in some cyanide capsule?
Yeah. Somebody said it's like five gum. That's a great shot as well.
So cool. That's a nice ship, actually.
Yeah.
Hasbro need to get on that.
Yeah, they do.
I'll give some money to their Kickstarter for that ship.
Or Airfix or Humbrol or whatever. This bit here.
It's Bandai.
On it. Was it Bandai?
Bandai's there he is. Bandai, the Revel kits are just dreadful.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like how the Mandos have this. Sorry, these particular ones have this blue theme. They're all No, this
is the Owl Watch or something they're called.
Right. Okay. Is it?
Yeah, I think it's Owl Watch that she's in charge of.
Take the foundling to the city. There you will find Ahsoka.
The owls.
This is his third place to go. Although the second place, the first was a crash landing, to be fair.
Yeah.
And he wasn't expecting to go here either.
No. Well, he wasn't expecting to do that heist.
Yeah. By the way, the puppeteering is just amazing.
Oh no, it's off the scale.
See, but he keeps on looking at the adult. It's just such like a kid, so childlike, so good.
Do you not feel Mum and Dad Frog are going to just come back into it at some point for some reason?
You think?
I don't know. I have a funny feeling. Just
Mandalorian
like
Frog Army.
Oh look, they're all just kissing and just being generally happy.
Spin-off series, I can feel it coming on.
You know, in Toy Story 3, the claw came into it from, like somehow it'll just come back.
The claw.
The claw.
He has been chosen.
By the way, that's not a very good.
What a botch-up job.
I know.
I want my money back.
Look at
Plyboard.
I know.
I know. Fishing line.
I think there's still a dead spider in there, is there no?
There is. I don't think it's dead.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
we did
No, you're right, it's not.
Yeah.
Some kind of crabby spider.
Krabby Patty.
Do you know, I didn't realise
Oh,
the
God.
child had like hair, like a wee fuzz.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of fuzz, yeah.
Yeah. What the heck? How is he going to do anything with that?
Jesus. I'd have to complain. Oh, there it is. It's not a spider, it's some sort of
Octopus or something.
aquatic
Squid thing.
It's a crab squid.
I think it's the bigger version of the thing that attacked the child in the soup.
Yeah,
Aye.
facehugger squid.
Yeah.
That's so fun. That is a brilliant shot, isn't
it? He's gutting himself.
That is a wreck.
It really is.
Jeez. That's the worst it's ever been.
Aye, totally.
He's eating it.
Look at it.
Love it.
The way they treat the planets, I just think it's just amazing. Oh, look. When
it fell off.
A bit fell off. Aye. Bryce Dallas Howard. I didn't pay attention to that when I watched it last time.
Well done, Bryce. Another good episode.
Do you know what?
So who's directing the next one, do you know?
I think it's Carl Weathers is the next director.
Oh, aye, because
That'll be interesting.
Let me check.
I think you might be right. Sorry, what were you saying to James?
No, but one of you said last week about, when it comes to this point, when it comes to credits, a lot of people just like turn it off. But all these kind of Ralph McQuarrie style pictures are just beautiful.
Concept
absolutely
art.
Stunning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed.
Never skip.
About 20 seconds ago, they had a shot of Mando in the cockpit with the frog lady and the child, but there was water in the cockpit, so like water had seeped in, and it just looked amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Have they released art books of these Mando?
Well, like a coffee book?
Because they
They
do that for the other Star Wars
well,
things.
They
I've
do
got,
it for
I've got
literally
ones for most of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I never bought Last Jedi or thingy, but I did buy it for Force Awakens, and
absolutely cracking.
Apparently, that was Jon Favreau's idea to put the art in the end credits. He goes, "This has to be shown."
Yeah.
I've got the book, the art book for Revenge of the Sith. A there's a lot of stuff in there that they used in Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, right, okay.
There's kind of elements of it, like a sunken. Oh no, sorry, it's not. It's the Force Awakens art book. A lot of the stuff in there, like the sunken Death Star and things like that, are in that book. Some interesting things.
I quite like the fact that they recognise there's so much good stuff. They're probably like, well, we can use it later on. We can't throw it away because it's so good.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Aye.
I'd like to get books of all movies, the art, because it's such good concepts and artwork, and unused stuff's as interesting as the stuff that was used. Right?
You never know when it's going to appear in a Mandalorian episode for a start.
Exactly.
Well, they might. You never know. Yeah. Aye.
So somebody passed around a meme. It was Jon Favreau decides to make a Christmas movie, becomes an instant classic. Decides to make a comic book movie, launches the MCU, makes the first live-action Star Wars TV show. Baby Yoda is born. I mean, it's
revive Star Wars. You could argue.
Yeah. Certainly for me. I mean, if it hadn't been for him, I would not have been happy if all we get is those, the trilogy movies.
You could argue that these.
I made no secret about my hatred for them. Not hatred, but dislike them. It's a bit strong in it, I know.
It is quite strong. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Rise of Skywalker, pretty much hate that movie.
Bloody hell.
Anyway,
moving on.
Who peed in your soup, Sloan?
You could argue on Sloan's behalf that Mando has re-energized and re-unified Star Wars fans, whereas after Last Skywalker and things like that, they were a wee bit kind of. But I think most people like Mando because it's consistent.
I think the movies, those trilogy movies, are not for me. They're not designed for. When I was a kid, I enjoyed them because they're kids' movies. They are. I'm going to be honest. They are kids' movies, and that was nice about them when they came out. I had you have kid-like fantasies, and then when you're older, you prefer things that are a little bit more grittier. And I think that's what's won me over with movies like Rogue One, Solo, Star Wars Story, and The Mandalorian. Is they're a little bit more adult themed. They're not as kid-like as the
underside of Star Wars.
The seedy underbelly, yeah, and I kind of want that. Like I remember they talked about Level 1313 was going to be this gritty video game. Then it was going to be a live action movie. Then it was going to be a bounty hunter movie. Then it was going to be this, that, and the next thing. And I think The Mandalorian has kind of kept that going all the way through there.
Did you watch that, James? Remember we shared that the thing. Is that?
Hello there.
Go to Rise 88. Welcome.
Where are you from?
I don't know.
What are you saying, Jody?
No, I was just saying, did you watch that? It was the kind of, they did a test reel for a TV series, but it was all kind of it was all done like
for
a lot of
for the
CGI.
For level 13.
It's about half an hour long. Yeah,
I have seen some of it. I thought it looked guff, to be fair.
It looked,
and I know it was just tests.
You know, it was like overly CGI'd. They used that kind of CG backgrounds and things like that. Pretty guff, but I don't know. Mando's just got it so right on the nail.
Yeah,
it couldn't be more on the nail.
Yeah.
What a cracking episode! I'm looking, and you know what? It's just tomorrow, the next one.
I know.
It's getting released, and for those of us who are
that's
furloughed,
the beauty of doing these.
I think you said that last Thursday, James. That it's nice having these review episodes because the next day it's Mandalorian again. I know you've got that kind of.
I said that.
Was that you?
Please,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It was me.
So the next episode for us is next Thursday. So we do an episode at 10 p.m. on Thursdays, UK time. 5 if you're on East Coast US time. 5 p.m. if you're on East Coast US time. And then Mandalorian is... When does the Mandalorian get put out? So Friday the 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever it is.
No, we get it over here. We get it at 8. If you put on your Disney Plus at 8 o'clock, you should get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It does remind me though that if you want to know when there is a new episode of our show, this one, the Mando for Show, you can hit the old subscribe button and the notification bell. And that'll give you timely reminders of when we post things up. But it's every Thursday. It's every Thursday at 10 p.m. So, yeah.
Just a quick one. Did anyone watch the Lego holiday special?
No, not yet.
Started watching it.
Life Day.
Have you watched it all?
I've watched it all, yeah. And see, I think if you start to watch it, you might think after 7 or 8 minutes, nah, no thanks. But see, if you got to 10 minutes, you're like that. Oh, aye.
I like Lego stuff.
That was me then. That was me then.
Because I was just like, oh, do you know what? This is rubbish. This feels like one of those kind of Lego rubbishy things.
DVD.
Yeah. But then something happens and you're like, that's all right. By the way, they're paying full-on homage to what needs to be paid. It's very good. It becomes much, much, much better.
I've seen when Rey starts going through various scenes, famous scenes from Star Wars.
That's the part I'm talking about. That's the part. I was just like, it's but nostalgia. It's really, really faithful. Are you wearing braces? I thought you were.
In my mind,
it's an ode to Bobby Ball.
I know.
All right, Tommy.
Who famously played Bosk in the Star Wars movie?
I think the lie detector determined that was a lie. What?
Bobby Ball played Bosk back in Hill Street Studios.
Yeah.
Aye.
I wondered why he was so amazingly tall.
Yeah.
Who was Tommy Cannon, IG-88?
Now there's a clip we should do. Famous comedy routines with Star Wars robots.
Mm-hmm.
How would that work out?
I have no idea.
You're just such a naysayer.
What?
Yeah.
These days.
We'll do it.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I'm only.
No. I'll tell you something, that 35-minute episode did not feel like 35 minutes.
I know.
It just
they do pack in a lot. Yeah. They definitely do pack in a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, the first episode, The Marshal, that was like a movie, let's face it.
I know.
It was.
As I said before, it did start off kind of, I thought, oh God, we've seen this before, but then it got to the meat and potatoes and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is brilliant.
This is what?
This is the wormiest wormy episode I've ever seen. Aye,
this
exactly.
is amazing.
You know what? Yeah.
I was up at Forbidden Planet the other day, and the stuff that is in there to do with the Mandalorian is amazing. It is just off the scale.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Don't tell me that. It's going to be shot for the next 3 weeks.
I know, but it's just, they do mail order.
Well, I mean, not for the next 3 weeks, obviously. Mm-hmm. Talking of mail order, the PS5, people can't get them because the Royal Mail...
It's a surprise.
The Royal Mail, bless the cotton socks, they can't do 24-hour delivery anymore for reasons. So it's going to take up to 5 days for orders to be fulfilled. People are livid.
I know.
My friend sent me a photograph today. Friend David.
Just...
Thanks.
He got it.
No.
He got it today.
No.
Got it today.
No.
No. Yeah, he got it today. With the new Assassin's Creed Viking
Oh yeah, Viking edition.
Valhalla.
Obviously, he bought the non-digital version. He's got the disc sitting there.
Yeah, he's got the disc one. Yep. Yeah.
Is he enjoying it? Does he think it's the best thing since sliced bread?
He took the day off for it, and he says the controller's incredible. You get that wee robot game free. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah.
And
when you're walking in sand, it feels like you're walking in sand.
No, it's just the L&R triggers. It's like kind of if you're pulling back, haptic controllers, and you're pulling back in the triggers, it feels like there's tension there, you know.
Yeah. Stuff. Yeah, there's feedback on there. So it's
somebody
said it was. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say I think I've resigned myself just to leaving it now. I just can't be bothered with that heart.
I'm going to get next year for me, I think.
I was up at you'll know, Sloan. I was up at 2:30 this morning. Not available.
No,
it was like 9 o'clock at night. I'm like, why are you up?
I know, and it was just like it went from not available to was available. That was it. It just switched over.
I woke up to all these messages. I was like, oh, God. I seem to have an early night, and you were like that.
I was looking at the Xbox as well, and it's $599 over here for the Xbox, the disc one, and some guy is selling it for $1,000.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, okay, calm your jets. Yeah. And you know, you sent me something on eBay, and it was like £2,500. Some guy was selling it for
a PS4, PS5,
PS5,
yeah. What the heck?
I know.
You know, you just think, can that person take that much hate or kickback? You know,
I don't know. Oh, I know. Pelters he's going to get, but I mean, I don't know. It's PS5 and new Xbox. It's like there's no compelling game out just now. So I don't think there's a need to rush out and get it unless you want that day one purchase. Unless you want to be there on day one.
But it's available on PS4 as well just now.
Yeah. Plus the Spidey gameplay on the PS4 and the PS5 kind of is the same. Just saying.
Yeah, because apparently the controller thing. Yeah, but the controller they haven't updated they haven't updated the controller in the new Spidey one. So the only thing you're getting is real time ray tracing, which apparently everybody's going to just turn it off and get 60 frames a second.
No, Sloan, they have on the PS5 version.
No, that's I watched the review of the guy and he said that they don't have the haptic feedback controls on the PS5 version. He was playing the PS5 version.
Danny was watching Dan TDM. And he was saying about when you release webs and you capture onto stuff, that you can feel it in the controller.
Marcus Brownlee said that it wasn't as good as he thought it was going to be. He said the little robot game is much better.
Because it does use everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a show-offy game for it.
We'll find out when we all get one.
Won't be getting one.
Such a naysayer, Sloan, these days. I'm not getting one.
I'm not getting one.
You can get one, but I'm definitely not getting one now.
I can't justify it because I don't play games that I've got a Switch up there and I very rarely play it. So the thought of spending $600 on something is just going to be basically a big giant paperweight. Just I don't know. Yeah. I never get a chance to play it, so that's the reason why. So
thing is, though, we've got younger kids. Danny is
that's true.
Danny's definitely buzzing for it.
Yeah,
and I know your kids are, and I know we are as well.
I know, totally. And there's got to be something that Lucasfilm will somewhere along the line be gearing up for, or have been gearing up for the last year for something. There's a good wee Mando reference in the Lego holiday special as well.
I saw the clip. Yeah,
probably should have said that the other way around.
Oh, there was a clip in the trailer.
Right.
The Mandalorian, because Ray sees him and goes, "Oh, cute."
Aye, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's actually how long the scene is.
Oh, is it?
Pretty much. Aye, yeah, it's literally that's it. Right. They showed the full scene.
It's cool.
All right.
All right, cool.
All right.
Well, I think we'll end the old broadcast there. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, smash the like button, share with your friends, and if you want a timely reminder of when we're going to put a video up, hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, ding ding, and you'll be told by the YouTubes when we're going to post a video up. But yeah, thank you all for watching.
Cool.
Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Excellent.